Hello, humans of the internet. Welcome to Azurhia Under the Hood. Um, as you can see, we are back at timelines again. So I'm currently working through the spreadsheet that we worked on last week. And we're basically just going to get all this information in. We had to redo this timeline because I fucked it up, is the short version. So I'm going to start with the errors and just get them lined up because they are not now correct. So this will be 187. What's in the advanced options? Oh yeah. Count offset. That means no, doesn't matter. Alright, sweet. So that's Althea. Okay, and then we got rid of the others. So create a historical era. That's what I want. So the next one will be Lutani Lura from 188 261 I don't know about colors. I feel like I want to give each of them their own color. Okay. Nalathria. 262. 451. I cannot explain my color choices. They are coming from my heart. That is all I can tell you. Micah. Oh. Change nils then. 452. Yeah, I'm choosing the colors based on like just my brain feels about these people. That is all I can tell you. I don't have any other explanation. Yeah. Lutani, Ali, Ali, Leaf. Oh yeah, I can go with the red. I'm good with the red. That works for me. Spell it right. There we go. We're doing Aldrin. 921. I like it's just making new colors each time. Interesting. Maybe I just let it roll. We just roll with that. Unless it feels totally wrong. Elisha. I feel like we need to put a because World Anvil won't let you overlap the years. Like there's a it makes me want to like make that make sense within the context of the world. I'm just gonna mute myself for a second while I blow my nose because, as usual, as soon as I started streaming, my nose started doing its thing. Nobody needs to hear that. What was I saying? Oh yes, so there's like a actual custom of waiting a full year after the death of a ruler or a stand down or whatever before the next Lutani officially takes power. Like there's a trial period. Silmari. I'm just letting World Anvil decide on the colours now. It's different each time, so which was the thing I wanted. 1481 to 1560. One 561. But let me not have an end. That it's still that's annoying. Well, technically it'll be 1770. We're in the 1700s right now, folks. No, 1600s. It's currently 1650 according to my spreadsheet. What? Go away. No. Why? Ah. Thank you. Kindly fuck off. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so those are our errors. Now we see if what we've done with the actual people is going to work with that. So Aemon, I have the 5th of the second burn, but we have changed the year to negative 105. There we go. Althea is negative. Oh, what have I done? Why? Why won't you stay? Wow, it's being a butt. Okay. Okay. Look, I said no. Fucking no. Oh my god, why is it being so freaking impossible? To understand why you won't just give me what I want. Okay, when in doubt, refresh. Clearly it's been a butt. Oh, now it's put it in. That is so strange. I don't know what his problem was. Okay, cool. Anyway, and then they got married in 39 Yavat 36. Yep, so that is the same. No. First one to die was Althea in 187. Okay. Looks right, I think. Going to put in death of five 38. Make it pink for Kiefer. And it is a N type. Oof, this is being real hinky today. What is its problem? Like, it won't let me change the event type, which is... Why? Why are you being difficult, World Anvil? Am I being stupid? Am I missing something? Used to let me do that, right? Type. Ah, I am being stupid. Okay, cool. Never mind. Life, death. Cool. I mean, not for Eamon, I suppose, but he lived a good long life. I guess it was relevant to his children. I'm gonna just make it him. We all die alone. I'm such an asshole. Okay. this one is wrong, I think. Okay, I just really want to make sure I get it right this time because I screwed it up last time and we had to rejig the whole thing. Okay, they got married. Lyra was born. Lyra was born in 38. Cool. Okay, and then Arten. 5. The right color. The wrong one. Sure do. Oh, I suppose I could have just edited it. I don't think I've put hers in yet. Okay. So Althea then. We've got her birth, we've got her marriage, we've got the birth of her children. It's 187. Novek. No, 2nd of Novek here. It is a bright pink, please. Gracias. Okay. And it would have been a big fucking deal. Althea and 7 families. Gonna need to actually make pictures of all these people at some point. I don't even know if I have the seleniums in here as I do, look at that. Just making sure I have covered all my bases. Silver leaves. It's annoying that it doesn't show you. Done. Oh, there we go. If I do it here, it's cool. Okay, excellent. Okay, Lyra, Arten, death of Althea. So now we do Lyra's life. So Lyra's birth should be right now, which is wrong thing. 38. 3rd of 2nd moon, 38. Cool. Okay, and then we have marriage of Lyra, Silverleaf, and Evis Enrin. Was 114. Whichever one of them dies first. One. 8. This is a marriage. Is that an option? Wedding? Marriage? Marriage. Woo. have been of national importance. Have we made a colour for marriages? Blue, apparently. Blue? Like the right blue? Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So it was on the 19th of Jaunt. No, Jaunt is 19. 19, and the day was the 31st of Jaunt. What a great month to get married in, Jaunt. You know, I remember making these months up, but I do not remember what my logic was for the names. I know that my days of the week names had something to do with the Zulu words for the numbers, but I changed them slightly. But yeah. Okay, and then connections would be Lura, Evis. Organizations will be Althea, the Devon, the Silverleafs. Right, excellent. Okay, and then her first child, first and only child, Nalathria Silverleaf. Born on the India. Thank you. Great. It's born on the 18th of Quag. National importance due to crap. Is it that one? I need to write these colors down. No, it's this one, whatever this one is. That one. Okay, and this affected obviously her due to the fact that she was alive now. And her mama, her papa. Relevant to Althea because she was the heir to the throne. It was relevant to the 7 families because she was also the heir to that. And it was relevant to the Silverleafs because that's where she came from. It's tempting to put all these things in, but we're gonna just let it be for now. Alright, so that's Lura's born, married, had a baby, ruled the kingdom, died. I feel like at some point I'm going to have to like actually write some stories about these people because I have so much stuff in my brain about who they are and the things they might have done that it feels like it's doing it again. Crap, what am I trying to write? 261. Let's just do that and see what happens. Maybe it'll remember it because it's been doing that. No. There we go. 261 10 25. A death of national importance. It is bright pink because that's what we've decided death is in this world. Thanks, Shawnee, for that. Lura. I know this seems repetitive, but when we start adding other families in, it'll be less of a like there'll be other things on this timeline, and so then it will become relevant to have all that stuff in there. Okay. That all makes sense. She dies, her lovely daughter. This needs to happen sooner. Needs to happen before she takes power. When she's quiet. So when's she born? She's born in 144. So maybe like... Does she marry old What's a Noodle? Old What's a Noodle, listen to me. Nalathria marries him in 223. So let's make this happen in 220. Oh my god, why are you so shit? Why it's doing this? It's really annoying. Last time I did that and refreshed it, I just remembered what I'd written. So let's see if it does that again. I don't know why it's being about. Yeah, there we go. Fuck knows. Fuck knows. Alright, anyway. There we go. Okay. Have her birth, right? Yep. So... Oh, hang on. We've got another silver leaf in there that we need to do. So Arton never marries, never has children. Very common for second children of the silver leaves, because I needed them not to have lots of cousins. Okay, and then dies. I feel like Arton is one of those second siblings who just has nothing to do with anything. He's just not interested really in any of the nonsense, and he just lets his sister do her thing, and pays no attention to the fact that she's clearly batshit. Like just a real loner, you know. That's my brain cannon for him. Will it stay? Who can tell? Oh, it doesn't actually need to be a... Take that out. It's not super relevant because he didn't have that much to do with the actual... Oh, what have I done? What have I done? Ah! With the actual running of the country. Wait. Oh, I'm so dumb. Sorry, I did the wrong year. I did Lura's 423. Oh, he lived much longer than her, it turns out. Oh, wow. Aemon outlived his daughter. Look at that. He did live long, though. Alright, Evis. Birth of Evis. Enrin was 36. Lots of burn babies, which is interesting because it was random. Like I didn't like I gave it no thought at all. It was just... This is the darker green. Yay. Not really relevant to any of the organizations at that point, because he wasn't really anybody until he married a queen. Or a queen to be. Okay. Arton, marriage of Lyra and Evis. His children should be in there already. It's just nil. And then his death was 9-7. Oh no. No. One. God damn it. Okay, and this would have been a death. Death. I suppose by then it was national. Birth was not notable, but his death would have been because of who he was and where he ended up. Okay. Cool. I'm just going to scroll this so that I'm looking at the right one because it is getting tricky for my little eyesies to keep track. Okay. Yes, I just said my little eyesies. Shut up. Okay. So Nil, born 3rd of Quag, 3rd of Quag. No, 18th of Quag. Quag is the 3rd. 144. Excellent. Married one Vestran Evencloud. Pretty sure I've just said of for the others. Start year was 223. It would have been 98. Start month was Nobek, the 26th. The month was Imar's 7th. Okay. Marriage. National importance. Ah! Ah! Blue. Blue for love. Why is love blue? Don't know what to tell you. Azurhia. Trin. Okay. Gonna have to write the story as well. That is a thing that's gonna have to happen. Okay. Micah. I don't have any more in here, right? I've taken everybody else out. Yep. So, birth of Micah Silverleaf. Oh my god. Micah was born on the 35th of this year. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Would go on to rules, so he gets to be green. Going to add in him. Armor. Nope. Micah feels like a really well-adjusted person in my brain. Like one of the few Silverleafs who was just solid. And Lewell was born in 288. On the 16th month on the 13th day. Does get to be the dark green because not an heir. Okay. And then Nalathria dies. 10th month on the 16th day. Yep. Okay. That's null. Oh, crap. I went too far. Veteran Evencloud. Most of his stuff should already be there. But we don't have his birth yet. No. So, birth of Veteran Cloud. D3. Yay! Connection. The temptation to write little backstories for all these people is large. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Okay. Married thingamajig, birthed some childers, Micah, Lewell, and then died. Wow, Jax. Death of Veteran Evencloud. Next we have one Micah Silverleaf, whose birth should be there already, and is. 35th of December 264. Married Saray Silvermoon. Not Silvermoon, still Moon. Okay. Marriage. Decided weddings were blue. Blue for love. I've spelled her name differently. Shall change it here. And also, oh, I just spelled like that there. I'm just stupid. Okay. Yeah, relevant to the Silverleafs and also the Still Moons, because that's what brought them into the seventh at the council. Saray and her awesomeness. Her current descendants are not as awesome as she was, but I've been on holiday for a week and I'm really struggling with like just functioning. To be honest, it's so hard to come back after being all like chill and not, doing anything of significance. Okay. Then we have $4.98. $4.98. Bink. Okay. That is Micah. Lewell. Got nothing for Lewell except birth and death. Birth of Lewell Silverleaf. 13th of November 288. Death of Lewell Silverleaf. Oh, he lived a long time. Wandering around the court, being the old elf. I like how it's just given up on. Look, my colors do actually have a logic. I'm just saying. Oh, no. Other way around. Okay. Okay. It's pretty much his whole story. Sorry. Another burn baby. Okay. Okay. Marriage should be there already. Yep. Birth of a child is there already. Hello. She actually took the Silverleaf name. I know one of those should have a little doohickey on it, but pink. She was the first Silver Moon. I mean, Still Moon to sit on the council. Okay, that's alright. Brings us to Venali. Birth should be here already. Right, cool. Talia and Venali died within a year of each other. Blue for love. Okay, and then their first child was born. Aaron. Nine. Oh, oh. Yes, another burn baby. Maybe it's just that you notice the burn. That would kind of make sense, I suppose. Okay. Then the second child of Folan. Also a burn child. Jeez. Oh, they're twins. I'm dumb. Okay, that makes sense. How did they decide who was going to be the ruler? Interesting. I feel like there's a story there, folks. Maybe Aaron was just more obviously oh no, they're not. They're years apart, but the same birthday. Interesting. Okay. I feel like I wanted them to be twins though. I'm gonna make them twins. That's interesting and I like it. Changing it in my spreadsheet too, so I don't. Okay. Cool. All right. Oh no, what are you doing? Oh yeah, I had Folan dying really young. Oh. Sorry, I'm just reordering my ages and my thing. Yeah, Folan died young, that's why. Okay, cool. And then Venali. Death of Venali. Oh, look at that. I got it right. Do you think it's learning? That would be cool. Okay, that's finale done. Oh, we're getting there, folks. Okay, Talia. We won't have her birth in there yet. Birth of Talia. Song. 348. Seventh of Emos. 348. And all the rest should be the same apart from the death. Did I put their marriage in? Or did I? Okay. Oi, 24. Thank you. And then Vanali pined for a year and also died. Sad. Okay. Aaron Silverleaf. Born. Oh, helps if you. Third of the first burn, 499. And can you imagine being married to someone for like 100 years? And that's technically 200 years by our standards. Blue for love. Okay, and then they had some sprogs. One sprog. They had one sprog. Birth of Eldrin. 9. Okay. Death of Aaron. Silverleaf. Aaron lived for a long ass time. 842 rotations. Okay. Olin at the opposite end and lived for a very short amount of time. Was it suspicious? Who can say? Me, I can say. I just have to decide. Okay. Trelton. Seven. 487. Okay. Oh wait, that was the birth. Everything else will be there because of Aaron, but we need Theodra's death. Okay. We have Eldrin Silverleaf, whose birth will be here already. Eldrin Silverleaf. 23rd of Ambledon, 589. Oh, no, that is how you spell it. They also died real close to each other. It's funny because it was randomized, but it's sometimes the dice tell a story, as they say. Two. Blue. I wonder if every time a silverleaf is born, the seleniums are like, motherfucker! Because the seleniums have plenty of children. But the silverleaves have very few, but just enough to keep the line going. Oh my gosh, I'm being dumb. Birth, there we go. Cool beans. No, what are you doing? Airless. Airless. And then children. Ardril. Oh, I just had an idea. Oh, hello. I bet there's a rule in the Selenium household about how it is polite to be happy when a silverleaf is born. Yeah. Totally. It probably varies depending on the temperament of the Selenium leader. Like the current Selenium leader is very duty bound kind of person. So, being Baz's dad, is not someone who would be actively seeking the throne. But yeah. Some don't know why it has to be a rule and others have to be reminded constantly. Totally, yeah. Funny. Also, good morning. Welcome. I'm a little slow today because I've been on holiday all week, and so getting up early and doing this after being on holiday has been challenging. Nope, death, not birth. The idea I had was to actually track like the council of 7 families and how the dynamics changed as the members change. But for that we need to do all 7 families family trees, which whew, it's taken us this long just to do the silver leaves, so we'll probably get to them over time, but I'm probably not going to do them all in a row because my brain can't handle that. Okay. Ardril Springbeam. Okay, and then her stuff should all be there already because she got married to Aldrin. Then had a baby. There's her baby. And then died. I'm sure she did many other important things in between those three events, 4 events, but you know how genealogy works. Okay. Do you have the founding members and the current ones already for the council? Well, ish. I have a vague list of names for most of them. I don't have the Delitherans because that's batshit. The Seleniums I have part of. I started doing the Seleniums, and I started just throwing the names together for the others, but I think since I did that, there's been enough change in the world that I probably need to revisit it in any case. So not really is the short version. I would have made up the council if it ever became relevant, but it never became relevant in the game. So I know that it's the head of each family. So there are 7 members of the council, and it's the head of the family. So at the moment, it would be Athtar Silverleaf, representing the Silverleafs for Serafe because she's too young, and then Baz's father, whose name I don't remember. Elisar? I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look. Yeah, I started doing it, but I didn't get far enough, and it's messy because I was still faffing about. You can always add as you go for the other families. Yeah, exactly. I was like, if it comes up in the story, like I will probably end up doing this for all the families eventually, because I feel like it's good to have that scaffold, but the Silverleafs are the important ones because they were the rulers for this whole time. So, you know, their temperaments and so on are relevant to how that era would have gone, I guess. Like it would have had an impact. Okay, marriage of. I have a very good idea, obviously, of the current Seleniums because of Baza and his story. And I also have secret knowledge about things that I haven't told anybody. Sleepy. Sleepy Jack's sleepy. It is the tragedy of history. All the small things that people do are lost to time. People remember events more than virtues and characters. You live, you die is what most people have recorded. Totally. I do feel a little bit like that's all I'm giving them, but realistically, for most of them, that's all we actually need for the story is the general idea of the eras and how it would have worked. So, you know. Nope. But I also think that with such long-lived beings, memories are long, you know? Like, I think that um, yeah, I think that you would remember more. Your comment on some of the silver leaves reminded me of that. Yep. Yep. There's a lot of just like, these are the main events of your thing. But in fairness, all we're doing here is genealogy, so. And I just want to make sure that I have a sense of the timeline of the history so that when I start putting things into that history, they make sense. Oh, I forgot to write birth of. Birth of. Ash's birthday. Yet another burn baby. Wild. Okay, and then Daffin, Leaf. Wait. 6. It's still trying to fill things in for me, even though I told it I don't want it to do that. Dumb. This is... Gotta re-click back in there each time. Okay, and then death of Aeolus. Aeolus. Oh my god, Aeolus. Silverleaf. Okay. Gilana. Berthen. The 5th of Quag. until she got married. She wasn't relevant. In the grand scheme of things, I mean. Okay. Married Airless, birthed some childers, and died. Okay, getting there, folks. Getting there. Elisha. Birth of Elisha Silverleaf. 2nd of the burn, 868. Marriage of Elisha Silverleaf and Kymel Raven Might. Blue. This is going to cement in my brain that blue is the color of love in this world. Yay. Then they had a baby. Nine and 5. Dacia the 12th. All the seleniums go. Congratulations on your heir. Through clenched teeth. I make my own fun. Okay, and then death of Elisha Silverleaf. Pink. Okay. And then Dauphin, in a wild turn of events, actually gets a life story. Dauphin being Elash's brother. Dauphin, Silverleaf, born 2nd of Sep, 916, actually gets married. Manages to live a long and happy life. 7. Oh, there goes my alarm. Shh. Shh. Blue for love. They even have a child. I'm going to finish Dauphin and then I will stop. Birth of Silverleaf. When you do the Seleniums, are you going to put Baz's status as married to Lorelei? I don't know. We might have to ask them about that. What am I doing? Life birth. I will have to see what they think. Certainly not going to make them married to each other if, unless, you know, without their official consent and all that stuff. Okay. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Death of Dauphin Silverleaf. What one does for the character to make history. Okay, that brings us to the end of Dauphin. So I'm going to stop there. Hopefully remember what I'm doing when I come back to it next week. So we're back to normal this week, which means that on Wednesday I will be doing another Under the Hood, but we'll be doing game building system stuff. And then we will have a Jax is Not a Gamer over on Twitch on Wednesday afternoon and evening. So please join us for those. I have several other things that I'm working on in the background that I'm hoping to be able to bring to the world soonish. I know I've been very quiet apart from these little streams that I'm doing, but that's because I'm squirreling away at stuff in the background. So I'm excited to hopefully be able to drop those things fairly soon. That's a little peek for the people who actually watch these streams, that there's more stuff coming. On that note, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, have a beautiful time zone. I love you guys.